Hello, fourth grade scientists. Miss Hutchinson here in my backyard for our last science lab of the year. I know it's hard to believe, but summer is just around the corner. So for our last lab, I thought I'd do something pretty much just for fun. You've seen it. I know you've seen videos of it online. We're gonna do a Mentos and cola experiment today. Now, to make it a little more scientific, we're gonna compare 3 different brands of Diet Cola to see which one has the biggest reaction. Now, there's different ways to measure that, but what I thought would be easiest if you wanted to try it out at home, and for me to do while here at home, is I'm going to measure the amount of soda that comes out in inches or centimeters probably from the bottle. So I'll mark where the soda line starts. After the reaction happens, I'll mark where the soda line ended, and whichever soda had the biggest difference between start and end line will be the soda that has the best reaction. All right, so you can try this at home. Perhaps you want to just try to make this geyser using Mentos and Diet Cola. So let's review the materials you would need to try this out at home.
Materials: 1 sleeve of Mentos, 1 2-liter bottle of Diet Cola, Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, Diet Right, or something else, an index card or paper to make a Mentos drop tube, a ruler or measuring tape, and a marker.
We've checked our material list, so let me show you what I'll be working with. I've got a couple sleeves of Mentos. I'm doing multiple tests, so I'll need a bit more. I've got a Sharpie to mark the bottle. I've got a paper ruler, because I thought that'd be easier, since my bottle is like a curved shape. And I have 3 brands of soda. I've got Diet Pepsi, I've got Diet Coke, and Big K Diet Cola. You'll definitely want to use diet soda, it works the best. Now, instead of making a tube out of paper, I was lucky enough at Target earlier in the year to find this little device. It's a geyser tube, and it's made specifically for putting Mentos and cola together to make a geyser. So it'll work. I can load up my Mentos, and when it's time, I just pull this little pin trigger and the Mentos fall. So I'm lucky enough to have this. The paper tube wouldn't be too bad. I would recommend taking a paper, wrapping around a whole tube, taping it, and then you can take the sleeve out and put your Mentos in. All right, now that you've seen the materials and hopefully you have an idea, of how to make a tube, let's go over the steps to take to try this out at home.
Procedure: 1. Find a space outside where you can complete this demonstration and place the open soda bottle on a flat surface. Mark the soda line on the bottle. 2. Make a tube out of your index card or paper that is just big enough to hold your Mentos. Wrap the Mentos tube with the paper, tape the tube together, then remove the sleeve of Mentos. 3. Load 4 to 6 Mentos into your tube and cover the bottom opening with your finger. 4. Line the bottom of the Mentos tube up with the opening of the soda bottle. 5. When you're ready, move your finger so all Mentos fall into the soda bottle at the same time. 6. Run! The reaction will be immediate, so be ready to get out of the way and watch the explosion. 7. Mark where the soda line is on the bottle after the reaction is complete. 8. Measure the distance between the soda lines before and after the reaction. 9. Complete this procedure with each of the different colas you want to test.
You've seen the steps it takes. You can go ahead and just give it a try at home if you want. I'm going to set up on the lawn in my backyard because I know it's going to get messy. I'm going to put my hair up so it's out of the way, and then we can do our 3 trials to see which soda has the biggest reaction. I'll be right back. I've moved my setup onto my lawn, so we're ready to actually give this Mentos and Cola geyser a try. Before I do anything, I thought I'd set each of my 3 bottles with their starting mark. So I have my Sharpie. Here's my Diet Cola. Let it settle on the table and just mark it right there to show its starting line. I'll do the same with the Big K. Just let it settle. And mark that starting line. And lastly with my Diet Pepsi. Let it settle. And mark that starting line. All right, so all 3 bottles have their starting line marked. I'm not sure which one I'm going to start with, but I thought I'd show you once how I'm going to set this up, and then after that I'll probably just set it up on its own. Now, to make it fair, I'm going to have each soda try 5 Mentos. I think the instructions said 4 to 6, so I'm going to try 5. Thought that might be a good place to start. Okay. Oops. Here we go. Maybe I should have opened this before. Starting with 5 Mentos. So I opened it up. I think I can just go, oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 more. 5. Then I push the pin back in place, and they're all lined up ready to go. All right, let's start with our big K. Carefully open it up. There we go. Move that off to the side. Also, carefully screw this on. All right, we are all set. So I'm gonna pause for a second, do my setup behind me, and then I'll just let it rip and you guys can watch what happens. Give me 1 more second. Ready? Here we go. Big K Diet Cola with 5 Mentos. Let's see what happens.
3, 2, 1.
Success! I'm gonna let that settle. I'm gonna switch out for our next one, and then we'll watch our second reaction in just a moment. All right, so I've got our second trial set up. Behind me, it's our Diet Coke with 5 Mentos. Let's see how it goes.
3, 2, 1.
That one shot way up, and I bet it went way out of frame. When I watch it back, we'll have to see. That one was super, super tall. All right, I'm gonna again let that one settle, do our last setup, and then we'll get our data at the very end. Be right back. Our third and final trial is set up. I've got the Diet Pepsi back there with 5 Mentos, and let's see how it goes.
3, 2, 1.
All right, that one also went pretty high. I'm gonna let it settle. I'm gonna clean up a little bit and regroup back where we can take our final data to see which soda had the best reaction. All right, I moved back over to my normal space and I'm ready to take our final data points. So here's our big K, it was first. I can see through the label that my finish line is, there it is. Here's my start, here's my finish, so I'll mark it right there. And let's measure. I am going to measure in centimeters. So let's start here at 0, measure down. I am at 11 centimeters. I'm going to mark it right here, 11 centimeters. There we go. So I have my data right there. Next up, we did our Diet Coke. Luckily, it's below the label, so I don't have to move that one. Let the soda settle. And I can mark it right here as my finish line. Measuring once again in centimeters. Ooh, we got a bit bigger this time. I'm going to say we're at 14 centimeters. So let me mark my bottle. 14 centimeters. And last is our Diet Pepsi. Now, my label was kind of hard. It was hard to see through. So I peeled back the label a little bit, but I know it's my Diet Pepsi. That way I can mark our end line. Let my soda settle. It's right here. And I can do our final measurement to see which soda caused the biggest reaction. Ooh, I'm just shy of 13, so I'm going to round up to 13 centimeters. All right, so Diet Pepsi, 13 centimeters out of the bottle. Diet Coke, 14 centimeters out of the bottle. And our Big K Diet Cola, 11 centimeters out of the bottle. So there you have it. Which brand of Diet Cola seems to work best? It looks like our Diet Coke worked the best, caused the biggest reaction, the most soda out of the bottle after being combined with those Mentos. And those Geysers, they were massive. All right, boys and girls, I hope you tried at home. Maybe not right now, but summer that's all I've got for you for today's Science Lab, fourth graders. So I hope you have a wonderful, safe, and fun summer. And until I see you again, stay curious, scientists.